I would like to show you a small collection of things to come, handmade toys and models. Starting with the city here, as at the end of the film, every town. This model is made from cardboard, polystyrene, all scrap. There's some mailing tubes in there and other kinds of transparent tubes. The little figures are soldiers with the guns cut off and all painted white to be the citizens of every town. And as in the film, which is spectacular, if you pan up vertically, it's quite an amazing sight. It really is the most amazing thing in the film. Mostly models, of course, in the film. So whilst building this, it gave a good sort of feeling of what it might have been like. There we are. You can see the top there. Just gave a little indication of the ground above. You can see in the film. And now all the tubes are connected with cardboard and plastic. Tried to give a good feeling of the depth and the scale of the thing. If you look from above, because these are amazing scenes in the film, as any fan knows. So what fun to try and replicate it. And in some ways feel part of it. I've got a little helicopter there, which we've got at the bottom here, but I think when it takes off in the film, it takes off from the top. There we are. And it's got its own box. This is just obviously an imaginary thing. It's not a real toy or anything from the time the film came out, but trying to imagine that it was. So it's got its own illustrated box, just with pictures cut out and glued on, and lettering in pen and then painted around with poster colours, simple drawings, just to give a feeling of it. It's a large thing. The whole thing, it's about 2.5 feet tall. Of course, if such a toy did exist from the time the film came out, really was made at the time, that would be very, very rare and valuable. And we've also got from things to come a large version of the helicopter. That's a Coca-Cola bottle for the front, and paper mache and cardboard body worked around it. Just very simply made, and that too has got its own box with artwork on, showing the helicopter at the top there, and then giving an impression going down, looking downwards into every town. Things to come. So also included in that box, as you can see written there, is Cabal's single-seater aircraft. So I'll show you that too. Here's that. Similarly, that's paper mache and cardboard with a bottle cut and shaped to look like a little fuselage. And there's a little figure in there as well, paper mache with a plastic dome. Very simply made. But again, gives a good feeling of the film. A very wide, long wingspan. Show it with a plain background. There we are. On a smaller scale, we've got Wings Over the World aircraft, cardboard and plastic tubing cut for the fuselages, and marker pens, felt tip pens, all little engines. And that's got its own box as well. Show you that. Wings Over the World. The Barack Obama. Yeah. And the final thing from things to come is the tank. People refer to it as Art Deco style tank. Look at that, what a great shape. What an amazing design it was. This is paper mache again with a bottle for the gun, and corrugated card, and some plastic ridged tape for the caterpillar tracks. Again, it has its own box. Tank of the Future, I've called it. And you can see there an illustration with the tank blasting out the film's title. Some pictures glued and stuck on. So that's our little collection of things to come.